making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Well, hello again, friends. Hope you're having a wonderful day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. This is Naomi from Fluffy Boots Crochet Creations. I am here today to talk about things we're making Thursday. Now, if you haven't seen the things we're making Thursday before, and you're like, okay, what? I don't think so, because it's Friday. That would be because I'm late making my video. But I did have something to show you today, and I was kind of like, yeah, let's make a video. So it's nice and quiet, and I thought today, right now, would be the perfect time to tape this video. Now, I have been sick for a while, so I'm not always right on top of my videos, but hopefully we'll get it done and get it done nice. Alright, so for the month of March, we are making bags. Now, a small confession on my part. I've never before made a bag. I've looked at them. I bought patterns. I bought a lot of patterns. And, you know, what's kind of funny, we did that stash for day 7, and I showed you all my yarn stuff. I didn't show you any of my jewelry making stuff. Didn't show you any of my tools for that. But the biggest thing I didn't show you was my pattern collection. Because I just have a itty big collection that's like, you know, no, it's not physical. I don't print out my patterns only because I hate wasting paper, so I don't print my patterns out unless it's like a dire need, and I've yet to have a dire need yet. Doesn't mean I won't, but as of yet, knock on wood, I haven't needed to print them out. So they are all PDF files on my computer, and I do, when I say I have a lot, I do have a lot, from crochet to knitting. I have some jewelry ones in there, needle felting ones because I needle felt as well. But it's a really good size collection. And why am I talking about that when we're supposed to be talking about bags? Well, it is because even though I already had a ton of bag patterns that I liked and I'd consider making, there was one pattern in particular that I was like, oh, I love that pattern so much. I want that pattern. And so I took the plunge and bought it. The thing of it was, I've never made a bag before, so it's just like, hope this is going to turn out okay. And after some, you know, waiting to get a few things done, I had this brainstorm, like on Tuesday night, of, hey, instead of picking or using the colors I had already picked out, because, you know, why the heck would I do what I've already picked out? Which, if you don't remember, let me show you again, was, I'm set up for other videos, so I have a lot of yarn by me right now. It was going to be this beautiful green with this. Now, I'm sorry, that was a different yarn. I told you I have a lot of yarn right now. I mean, if you could see my table, you'd be like, where do you work? And all I could say is, this is way more yarn than I would ever have in front of me while I was working. But this is what I was going to use. And then I had this brilliant idea, because I am doing the I can never say it right, monochromatic make-along with Mama G and Rusty for March. Because, well, honestly, monochrome is like my favorite style. It really, I mean, if I were to divide down my true styles, I'm personally a gothic person. I know you probably can't tell, and you're probably like, you're not gothic, you're wearing teal and pink flowers today. Yes, yes, I am, because I just didn't want to wear black today. Some days I don't want to wear it. You know, it's okay. I'm allowed. And sorry, if I keep glancing off, my windows open, and so I see people driving by because I'm waiting for some visitors. Anywho, my dressing style is gothic with conservative, which I know is like, that is such a weird combination, but it's me. And my decorating style is, again, I love gothic, but I have two styles that are just the absolute, like, dead center. I love black, white, and accents of brighter colors in there. And then I like my neutrals of my beiges, some of the browns, again with more colors. And then I might throw in a really random color set, which I did for my bathroom. But that, again, is another topic. But I did want to talk today about what I did get done. So I am making, I'm going to scooch over here for a sec. I'm making that bag there that you see. That is the Dragon Messenger Bag by Cottontail and Whiskers. If you have not tried their patterns before, I strongly suggest going and looking them over. And if you gawk at the price of the patterns, I'm just going to say it this way. You pay for what you get. And they make outstanding patterns. Or she does. She's a designer, and she's actually in one of my groups. I can't remember which one it is for sure, but she does just some of the coolest things. She has some of the funniest things too, like these door stoppers that are characters. Here, let me show you a couple pictures. I did this door stopper. That one's my dad's. I modified it, and then I did this other one, which is a Highland cow, which again I modified her pattern to work for what I wanted. One was for Father's Day, one was for my daughter's birthday. So I know you're like, I thought we were talking about bags. We are. I just want to explain her patterns. They look intense when you first look at them. The price might be like a, a sticker shock for some people. But trust me, they are well worth it. She does a beautiful job of explaining. She has some very cool ideas. She has, I think it's only two bags. I think I'd have to go look again, but I believe it's only 2 bags, both of which are a dragon. And without further ado, I'll show you what I got done so far, and then I'll tell you what I've done with it. So yes, this is going to be a bit longer of a video for things we're making Thursday, because I just want to feel like I'm giving you as much information as I can so that you can appreciate what is going into not only my designing, but everyone else that you'll find when you hit that hashtag of TW TWMT. Sorry, it's one of those things that you know what the words, you know what you're wanting to say, but then when you have to break it down by letters, it's just like you're going, because it in your head, it's like, wait, did I put too many letters, or did I not put enough? Let me pause for just one moment. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. All right, so this is what I have done so far. I'm hoping you can see. Yeah, you got some good sparkle there. So what this stitch is the crocodile stitch, which I had never done before last night. This is what I made last night. And I was doing pretty good on it until I got to row 3 or 2. No, I'm kidding. No, it was till I got up to the longer ones. The first couple rows made, real easy sense because I was just like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing. And then I added in a third one. I'm like, wait, what? What do you want me to do? Anyways, and then the one that kind of like almost broke me last night was I'm crocheting along. I'm watching Watchmen, the HBO series, and I'm crocheting along, and then I look down and I was like, wait a minute, why does that look weird? I had done one almost complete row on the back side, which looks completely different than the front, and I was just like, wait, where's my little, scales? So I had to stop. I had to turn off the show for a while so I could actually do the crocheting I needed to do. And yes, this is going to be for things we're making Thursday, obviously. And then for the monochromatic make along with Mama G and Rusty, as I said. So, as intimidating as these were, once you got the hang of them and how you continue back and forth, it was actually pretty easy to do. And I'm going to talk about the yarn here in just a second, because there's a couple of things I want you to know. So, like I said, it was pretty easy going back and forth. However, I'm a left-handed crocheter. Yeah, this stitch is taught right-handed. Now, that means for me as a left-handed crocheter, when I'm looking at a stitch, I have to reverse everything that people say. Otherwise, it won't come out because, I'm crocheting, left to right. And they're crocheting right to left. So when they say, do your first stitch on the left side, I'm like, I do that, and I'm going to be doubling back myself. So then I got to go, okay, so instead of doing the left one next, I go right, and so forth. So yeah, for left-handed crocheters, we have a bit more of a challenge. Hello, that's my cat. She's apparently very excited about something. Let me pause and get her down. Huh? Well, then say hi to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. I'm Miss Winifred, and I can't handle not being in the camera at least once. All right, let me get her down. Go on. You're okay. She's sassing me now. Go play. Go play. That's not in front of the camera. Okay? All right. I am so sorry about that. I forgot what I was saying now about my... Oh. Pattern reading for left-handed crocheters sometimes can get a little daunting because we're having to switch things around, and sometimes what they call for the right-handed person will not work from the left-handed point. So you have to adapt yourself, and which has led me to think, you know what, maybe that's a problem that other crocheters have with trying to write that way. So I thought I would take a couple of minutes and talk about it, because I've run into that problem multitude of times, and a lot of times what ends up happening, she found a new toy. What ends up happening when I'm working on a project that I run into that, you have to stop. I mean, literally stop. You have to read the pattern a couple of times. You have to reverse it. And then, unfortunately, sometimes you have to cut your yarn there, finish it off, and move to another spot because it's the only way it's going to work. I had that happen on an Afghan I made because of where they wanted me to crochet. It was back like 10 stitches, and the only way I could get there was slip stitching, and I'm like, that's going to make this really chunky right here. I don't want to do that. I would rather have to crochet or weave in my ends at the end. So that's just that one. Just a little FYI. If you didn't know why sometimes left-handed people have troubles. Alright, so this is the part that will come down, and I'll put the picture over on this side this time. This is that part you see there, the front, the little diamond part. They have a bead right here for an opening. I have plans that I'm going to do here, so I haven't decided on what kind of closure it's going to, or opening it. No, closure, sorry. And then the rest of it's pretty simple. I was rereading the pattern tonight. I might actually be able to get this done this weekend. That is how beautifully written and easy it is, even though it has a lot of little details on it. So I'm really excited about that. So let's talk. Sorry, I keep saying so a lot. This yarn here is actually 2 yarns combined. And what I did, I'm going to just hold it up again, because I decided I wanted to use this sparkly black yarn. And pardon me if my video suddenly changes. My other cat decided to stand on the box that it was sitting, my stand sitting on. And so I was kind of debating what I wanted to do here. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to try this. And it's really nice because it's so close to this that it's not really that hard to see. Or it looks similar enough. I don't know why I said this hard to see. Oh, one of these mornings. So this is a combo yarn. That's a 3-weight and a 1-weight. And then this is all a 4-weight up here. And I did 1 row of the black because the rest of the dragon bag is going to be black. Why? Because I'm gothic. Do that was to me, not to you. Why would I do that to you? You're my friends. All right. So this is the yarn that I used for trying to get my, there we go. And then I turned it upside down. This is Universal Sock Wool. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous one. The color's called 01. So, like, there's not much else to say about the color. It is 74% wool, 24% polyamide, and 2% polyester. It's 100 grams of 3.5 ounces, 420 meters, or 459 yards. And they only have a recommendation for the knitting, which is a 3 millimeters. So that's actually okay for me as a crocheter, because that means that I can play with different hook sizes to find the size that will work perfect for this. Now, I didn't have to use a lot of this yarn. Actually, let me show you. So this is what it looks like here. This is from the one I actually did. So you can see there's not a lot of difference. I probably used maybe, I don't know, maybe 50 yards, 50, 60 yards. Not that much. I mean, it's all double crochet, so it's no real fancy stitches, so it doesn't take a huge amount. And it's just, I did it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So it might be close to 100 yards, but it's not enough to make it be like, oh man, I wasted it. And I actually have enough of each of these and a couple others, so I'm going to make something else out of this soon. I don't know when, but soon. Alright, now, the other yarn that I used for it, for that doubling, was this one, and that's the Premier Anti-Pilling in Charcoal Heather, and this is the Everyday DK Merino blend. Now, I believe this one is discontinued. think they use another one now. But I'm not 1000% sure. 100, I don't know why I always do that. So this is, I have to read it. 55% superwash merino, 45% anti-peeling acrylic. It is 273 yards, 25 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. And like I said, it's lightweight 3, and they recommend a 4. And I used for the combo a 4.5, which was perfect. And this is what did I get that too close? No, I guess that's okay. This is their 3 in this. That's a decent 3. Okay, let me just show you the 4 of another yarn, and we'll put them right beside each other. So see, not a bad 3. Help if I held down the 4. Sorry. So that's the 4 that I'm using. So when I combine the two, you can't even tell. Push that off to the side. So that's the other mix for the scales. And lastly, definitely not the least, this is the body, the Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. Now, this is my preferred metallic over their other one, which was, this is kind of like a, oh, what am I going to call it? Black, maybe a charcoal tinsel type thing. And they have the black with silver. It's pretty, but I don't like it as much as this one. Now, this to me is just gorgeous because it's got a nice shimmer to it without it being like in your face, hello, I'm here. All right, so this is, it's free. 98% acrylic, 2% other fibers. It is a medium 4. Their recommended size is a 5.5 and the crochet hook, and 5mm in the needles. It is 5 ounces at 142 grams, 255 yards, and 233 meters. Again, it's beautiful, and it worked up so nice that you honestly, if you didn't know that this was a different white, you could not tell. That's how nicely it worked up. I love this yarn. I know there's some people who don't like Red Heart, which I don't understand because Red Heart is such a standard. And yeah, it's a big box brand, but this is really soft. Seriously, you cannot, if I were to make a sweater or anything out of this, it wouldn't be itchy. You know what I'm saying? Because the mix and the way they have it woven with this is phenomenal. It's really, honest to God, I love it. So nice. And I actually have plans for more of this. I think I have like 3 or 4 more. Actually, I have to buy more because I'm using this up. But that's okay because I can buy more. Or I can go with a solid black. I don't know yet what I'll do. But that is the end of the video today. So again, this is the beginning of my Dragon Messenger bag. And I think we'll say it's going to be an onyx dragon. We'll see. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you've watched all the way to the end here. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And also, if you would be so kind as to give me a thumbs up and a comment, it really does help me out. Alright, thanks again, friends, for stopping in. I know it was a little bit longer video, for the things are, excuse me, things we're making Thursday. But I just have a lot of information I wanted to share. All right. Bye for now, friends.